Imagine a single virgin loser jerking off in his home and suddenly gets summoned to another world by scary-looking demon lord. Normally, the MC gets summoned by a hot saint, but this time, it's the opposite. The demon lord who summoned him here says, if you want to go back to your own world, then defeat these two mommies. Sorry, I mean these two heroes. The only way to defeat these heroes is by banging them, since they are too strong to be defeated in a fight. And that's exactly why this loser was summoned, because his one and only skill, legendary stamina. We're talking about jerking off 15 times in a row without a sweat. In other words, he's built for this. The story begins. In a magical jungle, we see a lone figure standing before a massive dragon, its jaws wide open, ready to devour her. Unfazed, she braces herself and charges forward. Just as the dragon lunges, she slashes through it with a powerful strike, cutting the beast in half. As the dragon roars in pain, she commands, "Finish him off." In an instant, magical arrows rains down, piercing the dragon's body and ending its life. We see two figures standing at top of the dragon's massive corpse. The hero looks down and declares, "Subjugation complete. Let's head back, Require." Require nods. "Yes, Brandy. Let's go wash up." Then we see someone watching them through a magical orb. They turn to a figure and ask, "So how was it?" The protagonist replies, "So the reason you summoned me was to stop these hot chicks, heroes?" Our protagonist's name is Sung Kichuel, 26 years old, employed in a small company, and due 15 on his day off, and was jerking right now, and suddenly got summoned by the Demon Lord. And Demon Lord says you have to defeat these two heroes. Protagonist says, "Wait, how am I supposed to stop those chicks?" Demon Lord replies, "It seems there's a misunderstanding, so listen. Well, human, do you wish to return to your world?" While he's surrounded by demons, "If so, then listen to me, the great Demon Lord, and fulfill my command, and bang the hero root beer Brandy, and make her fall for you." After a few moments later, while our protagonist is done thinking, he asks, "So it's not like I have to fight her. Instead, I have to make her fall for me?" Demon Lord, "Yes, you've understood it perfectly." Then protagonist says, "In the end, I have to face that monster." Right? Demon Lord, "You can put it like that." Then the protagonist, "You stupid bastard. How can you force that kind of job on someone who was just jerking off before coming here and has been single for his entire life?" The other demon says, "What? That means he's a virgin. He hasn't had X even when he's that old. Didn't someone tell us he's the chosen one? Doesn't this mean we have failed before we even started?" Demon Lord, "I understand why you all are worried, but I have a solution, so don't worry." Protagonist, "What?" Well, Demon Lord wasn't saying that to him. Protagonist, "Are you messing with me? You are basically telling me to kill myself." Demon Lord, "No, wait, just listen to me." Protagonist, "I'm already busy trying to make money to live, so why did you choose me out of all people? Aren't you supposed to call upon someone who is good at these kind of things? Isn't that just a basic logic?" Then Demon Lord had enough. "I'm telling you, I'll instruct you on how to make that hero fall for you." Protagonist says, "Even so, it just seems impossible. Didn't you see her just now? She killed that monster like it was nothing. And you are saying the only way to stop her is to bang. No, making her mine. It just doesn't make sense." Well, yeah, I totally agree. I have never seen anyone stop the hero or demon lord by banging them. Now to our protagonist. Even if it is possible, someone like me who's never had X won't be able to help. Wouldn't it be better to just summon someone who is super, super strong? Demon Lord, just like you said, we did try those methods, but no matter what we do, it was all futile against that monster, and that made me change my mind. And I found out since she is battling for so long has caused her X needs to go unnoticed, so her X needs must be very high. I looked for someone with stamina that can outdo the hero, and that guy is you, who is completely fine after jerking off 15 times in a row. Man, this guy needs to be in the Guinness Book of World Record. Demon, human Sung Kichuel, you weren't just coincidentally summoned here. You were the chosen one. To prove it, I will give you a ultimate spell that even the hero can't stop. Thus, training of our protagonist begins to make the hero fall for him. And while training, he also made a plan on how to sneak into the hero's party. Demon Lord, do you really think you can make the hero fall for you with that trash body? Even if you have a good stamina, it doesn't matter if your body can't keep up. You'll just end up becoming an X toy for the hero. And don't ever forget, X is health, and health is X. So with that in mind, one more set, hellish physical training for his stamina, and a special resistance training. Demon Lord standing in the corner. If you can't resist this, you won't be able to make the hero fall for you. Some special training, you know what training, which will make him last longer than the hero in the bed. And with that, a long time had passed. Now this is the last test. After that, our protagonist will be ready to take on the hero. And the test being's protagonist starts casting a spell on the demon girl. And the demon girl is now out of this world by his spell. And with that, he passed the test and mastered the ultimate spell, which turns on the hero. Scene shifts to a bar where our protagonist is sitting, and then a bunch of random guys around him start saying, "Wow." So this is the rumors. Who is that? And why are so many people fussing over him? Again, random dude says, "Are you kidding me? You are working in this field and you don't know who Sung Kitchell is. That person is from another world." Wow, an otherworld mercenary. Guys, I think at this point he's paying them to speak like that. And in the background, we can see the protagonist saying, "Did I hit you too hard to a demon?" And the demon be like, "Go easier on me." Yeah, that's right. He's good at both sword and magic. There's nothing he's bad at. Finally, our protagonist says something. It's not a coincidence that these people are getting interested. Then a voice asks, "Are you the otherworld mercenary Sung Kitchell?" Protagonist, "It's about damn time she came." Hero Barndy says, "We have a request?" Our protagonist turns and says, "It my honor, Hero Brandy." And just like that, our protagonist's skills got recognized. Yeah, the only skill he has is 15 times in a row. And like that, bro was accepted into the hero's party. And the elf from the background, "Can I get the F out of here?" And look at our protagonist. Bro looks like he never seen a thick girl like this before. Scene shifts at night, and the elf girl is saying, "Just who are you to our protagonist?" Protagonist, "Why are you being like this? All of the sudden." The elf staring at the protagonist, I just ask you the same thing." While all that is happening, Demon Lord is watching them from the magical orb and says, "Just as planned." Sung Kitchell was able to lure the hero's party to the fort of the demon castle. Now all they can do is believe in. He will have to do the rest as he sighs and says to his servant, he can't believe the entire demon army's fate rests upon a mere human. How absurd, as Demon Lord thinks with that guy's stamina, he'll have no problems making a girl or two fall for him. Back to the elf, she's saying, "What have you done to me?" Sung Kitchell, has she caught on to me? Now, let's go back to the Demon Lord's plan. First, his was that Sung Kitchell would lure the hero's party near the demon castle, and shortly after that, they will get ambushed by the Demon King's army. And in that brief moment, Sung Kitchell would cast the ultimate spell on the elf, which will turn on the elf in name of giving them buff. Then he will attempt to create a situation where Sung Kitchell could bang her. Back to the elf girl asks Sung Kitchell, "Hurry up and tell me. Ever since you gave me that buff in that battle earlier, my body has been feeling weird." Now Sung Kitchell says, no. The thing is, then he suddenly realizes, wait, has she been holding back ever since she got hit with that spell? I think she is. Guys, just look at her. She looks like she is about to explode. Then Sung snaps back. This isn't the time to think about other things. I have to use this chance to make her fall for me. Then Sung Kitchell finally stops thinking and says he thinks they've been in the Demon Lord's trap ever since they came here. Elf girl, what Demon Lord trap? Sung Kitchell explains her that he just realized Forest has a spell that amplifies your senses. Now, just wait a sec. If the spell really amplifies your sense, then shouldn't she be more powerful? Instead, she is more horny, shouldn't he? Should says it amplifies your sexual desire. Again, to Sung Kitchell, he says, but it looks like since you're very sensitive to the change in the environment, you're affected by it. The Demon Lord from his throne sitting and enjoying this show and also commenting. The elf has fallen into the trap I set up. Then the elf girl speaks. Can you not cure me from this state? Protagonist says the thing is, there is a cure, but the method is kind of difficult, so it'll take some time. The elf, well, with your status, you wouldn't do anything weird towards me. Looks like I was being sensitive because of the battle. Then the biggest plot twist comes in action. And boom, the elf just fell on our looser protagonist's lap, and she also felt something poking her. Well, you know what, poke her. And the looser, well, he is not anymore, says, are you okay? Man, what are you even asking? She fell on your lap. What good can this world even offer? A thick, hot, blonde elf girl just fell in your lap. You should be thanking the gods. The elf asks Sung Kitchell, you can cure this, right? Sung says, yes, I can help you out. The elf turned and kissed him, guys. I also want this spell. Now imagine all you need to do is cast a spell and a elf girl falls on your lap and kisses you. And the loser says, what are you doing all of a sudden? Instead of going all the way in, and now she understands what needs to be done to cure her. And the elf says, if you want to help her out, then you understand what you have to do, right? The hero Brandy wakes up thinking they have been attacked and comes out of the camp, but she see no one is here. Then Brandy hears a sound of Require and Sung Kichul. She thinks they are being attacked by the Demon Lord's army again. And she is hearing as how they're panting hard. It seems like they're both very injured and are in a dangerous situation. As she heads to the forest, thinking, damn, I was too careless. And she thinks I'll head over there, get rid of the enemy, and rescue them. Man, someone stop her. She is still in her dreams, thinking that Demon Lord's army has attacked them. As she went, she saw something she shouldn't have. Both Chul and Require were fight with each other. Where Sung Kichul was dominating Require, she couldn't believe what she saw, and our protagonist is asking from Require, so how is it? Is this helping? Require says she don't know, her head is already going blank, and it's her first time feeling something like this. And after seeing that awful sight, she is thinking they didn't see her, right? And she can't believe what she saw. And it's already day. Chad Bro is saying it ended easier than expected. And guys, I don't think she even slept after seeing that horrible sight. At a week pass, and our mommy sorry. Our hero Brandy is lecturing Sung Kichul, saying, how long are you guys going to keep doing that? And Bro says, all Ki are doing is healing each other. Brandy says, fine, healing is good, and I also don't doubt your magical capabilities, but you keep banging her and saying it's healing. Can't you think at my point of view and how I always have Yo clean up after you guys? Our protagonist apologizes. And then Brandy says, we need Require strength for the upcoming Demon Lord subjugation, so please get her well as soon as possible. Our protagonist says, yes, ma'am. I'll try my best. Hero Brandy, it sounds good. I will end the nagging here today. Protagonist can't believe that she's remaining calm after seeing all this. He thinks, is the spell not working? And as he is sitting doing some work, don't you guys think where Require is? Can you guess where she could be? If you can, then comment where she is. And I will also give you a hint. There's a table in front of our protagonist. Scene shifts. The hero's party is fighting, and our protagonist is watching from the sidelines and thinks, this is nuts. Why is she so strong? After all that treatment, and it feels like she is becoming even more strong at this rate, the Demon Lord will really be subjugated. Then Require comes to our protagonist and says, hey, Sung Kichul, why the long face? Stop worrying. Let's just go play with each other. Besides, they have nothing to do, since Hero Brandy takes care of everything by herself. But our Giga Chad protagonist rejects her and says, get away from me. And what if the hero gets mad at me again? Require, who has completely fallen for our Chad protagonist, says don't be like that, and says she was just being jealous of us since she also wants to get healed but can't. Our protagonist says, what did you just said? Require says, so you didn't know when you were healing me. She was watching it and tries to heal herself by using her hand. Our protagonist realizes so the magic is effective after all, she was just holding back, and then says to Require, how about we play a game tonight? And then the long-awaited night comes, and the protagonist is again healing her, and our hero, Brandy, is watching it all behind the door. She thinks these guys, I told them to keep at bay, but they don't listen, while she is helping herself all alone. And hero Brandy thinks, I told them to do it quietly, if you're going to do it, but they are making so much noise. The sound woke me. I can't continue like this. The more I watch, the more I want it to. While she is still behind the door watching them, Require suddenly turns towards hero Brandy, and Brandy thinks, what? How does she knows I'm watching? And boom, again a plot twist. The door opens by itself, and she fell right in front of our protagonists. And Brandy thinks, why is he bigger from up close? And he is even bigger than my face. Seeing him up close is no joke. And then our protagonist says, look who is here. It's the hero who told us to behave worthy of the hero's party. But what are you doing here with no underwear? Require says, just be honest. You want to play with Sung Kichul, right? And hero Brandy says, of course, who wouldn't want that? Ops, guys. She meant, of course, not. Why would anyone want that? Don't think I'm same as you. But then our Chad protagonist says, do you really think you can convince us when we know you have been secretly watching us? Hero Brandy says, how do you know that? Then our Chad protagonist says, well, do whatever you want to. I don't care if you keep watching or not. It doesn't matter. And says to Require, shall we continue where we left off? Require replies, of course. And then she says to Hero Brandy, you're so dumb you always give up good opportunities just because of your hero title. Then our Hero Brandy says, wait, are you guys going to continue? I told you guys to keep it low. But both of them ignore her. And then Require says, if you are not going to leave, then watch carefully how it's done. As they continue, Hero Brandy thinks, why is she unable to do anything when she is being ignored like this? And her body and her head are getting hotter than before. But she thinks, no, she have to resist. She have to, no matter what. But then she thinks, why do she have to resist? What's the point of resisting? As she watches to Sunkichul and Require, she realizes this can't satisfy her anymore. She also wants him. As the show ended, the protagonist says, phew, Require always does it until she faints. But the real show is about to begin, and he asks Brandy, so have you thought about what you want? Bro is saying, so have you thought about it like her life depends on it? And Brandy says, I beg you, please, please. And MC thinks good, she's almost fallen. Then he says to Hero Brandy, wow, I'm so flattered the hero is being honest this time. But how can a low human such as him can lay his hands on the hero? You know. And our MC, again being Chad, says, if you want it that bad, then come here and shake your hips, not as the hero, but as a girl. Brandy thinks she is being played by that man. But she, even knowing that, says she can't throw this opportunity away. No, in fact, she wants to be held by that man even more. Now she thinks the feelings she have been ignoring all this time are tell her to go to that man. And she thinks even if she is hero in the end, she just wanted something like this. And our MC says it really is such a rare sight. He can't believe the hero that was so cold before is making such an expression. Bro, you are not alone. I am thinking the same. Look at her. Before she looked like a mommy before. But now, yeah, bro, you did it. And the MC thinks good. I just need one more spell and I can make her fall for me completely. Then the hero realizes that this is demonic energy. MC thinks, oops, was I too obvious using the spell? But it too late, even if does she realizes it. And then MC says, if that's the case, what are you going to do? And the hero kissed the MC and thinks, what's this? He's so good at kissing. Well, he should be, because he was training so hard to get this good. And MC says whether it's demonic or not, it doesn't matter, as long as you're having fun, right, Miss Hero? Brandy says, stop with this nonsense, you made me like this. MC says, is that? So then do you want to check? Unfortunately for you, unlike what you're saying, your body is very honest. You are the one who came to me. So stop complaining and leave everything to me. I will make you forget the fact that you are a hero. And when all their fun ended, which I can't show you guys, but I tried to show the most I could. So I hope you guys like this video and subscribe, which will help me make more videos. Wait, the real plot is yet to come. And suddenly Require wakes up and starts kissing Brandy. You know where she is kissing her. So write in the comments for those little mama's kids who doesn't know. Brandy says, stop, what do you think you were doing? Require says it looked like you were still thinking about other things. So she wanted to be the one to make you honest. And then says, here, Miss Perverted Hero, I will give you as much as you want. So start being honest and after teasing her. Require says, thank you for the meal. And our MC says, it looks like everyone is in the mood. So shall we try what we wanted to do earlier? Require says, do you even need to ask? But she says she can't believe that our MC has thought of that, even though he have an elf like her, and says you sure are greedy. But since we're already like this, let's check whose cat is better. And leave a review after, please. And Brandy in the background says, wait, who gave you the permission to do that? And thus the 3 starts. And after their battle ends, our MC says, now he's done making both the elf and the hero fall. And now all he has to do is offer them to the Demon Lord, and then he can go back home. But then he realizes he still have some work to do. Scene shifts to the Demon Castle, where Demon Lord is saying, good job, you have done very well, human Sunkichul, and says he always believed in him. And MC says, I had a couple of dangerous moments, but in the end, he got lucky. Demon Lord says, luck is also a skill, and that's why I chose you. And MC says, just as you promised, you are sending me back home, right? Demon Lord replies, of course, just as I promised, I'll be sending you back to your original world. And Demon Lord starts casting spell, but then Require says something in the MC's ears, and then Hero Brandy attacks on the Demon Lord, but it's already too late for Demon Lord. And Brandy had already cut off Demon Lord's head, but the Demon Lord isn't dead yet, and says, why did you betray me? And MC says, what do you mean by why did I? Even if it's another world, he can't let a Demon Lord rule over it, The biggest plot twist has finally came. The scary-looking Demon Lord is a thick mommy. And our MC says, what a surprise he was, wondering why you had such a spell, but weren't using it yourself. Turns out you're a girl. Demon Lord says she can't believe MC had betrayed her. Then MC says, what do you mean betray? You think about it. And then MC says, well, anyways, I don't care about the other demons. I was going to kill you and leave. But things have changed, Demon Lord. Mommy says, what are you going to do to me if you are not going to kill me? MC says, what do you think I will? Of course I will do what you taught me, and starts to unzip his pants. Demon Lord says, I am begging you, wait. No, wait. Stop, please, stop. And then scene shifts and we see our MC saying with this, he's finally done. His original plan was to return to his own world after making the hero fall, but now he's changed his mind. If I were in his place, I also wouldn't want to go back after I have a mommy hero, a elf, and a damn Demon Lord who would want to go. Tell me in the comment how was it, and don't forget to like and subscribe.